Let's go out on video chat now. Dominic Picard, thank you for sitting through that preamble. There he is, joining us from, I can only think, Quebec City today. Dom, is that where you're at?
I'm in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu right now, so close to Montreal. So Thanks for having me on. Good to see you, Rod.
It's always good to see you. I got to say this. Let's start here. Post-career, life seems to be great for you. Let's start there. Is it things going as well as they look?
Well, so far so good, actually. Yeah, I've been enjoying myself. I've been coaching high school football till November, December this past fall. And I started a new position in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu now as an OC, offensive coordinator in the CJEP. So at the CJEP level, with older kids, more mature physically, and grown-up kids. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been challenging, obviously, with the situation right now that we're in. But we can at least meet up on Zoom with the kids and everything. So life's been good, yeah.
Obviously, you're speaking French every day out there, I can tell, because when you go back home, your English breaks up a little bit when I talk to you. I can always tell. But because you're staying so in tune with amateur football right now, can you answer me this? Quebec University football, as it stands right now, it's a go for 2020, as you understand it?
Well, we're still waiting, so there's no, but we'll see. So they want to make a decision in early August, maybe September 1st. So we're still in the fog right now, but we'll find it out like pretty quickly, I guess. Everybody's waiting, and hopefully we do have a season, but we'll control what we can control, right?
Yes, the football mentality, no doubt. And for the viewers, by the way, it's not like Dominic's been retired that long, but he was the center between Jeremy O'Day and Dan Clark and happened to win a Grey Cup in the middle of that. I see the helmet up on your shelf there, Dom. I'll go down memory road in a moment, but are you kind of glad you're not a CFL player right now, given what the league's going through? Are you just happy to be retired? What are your thoughts on where the league's at?
Well, for sure, it's something like different. Speaking for myself, I love the CFL. So I've been a fan of the CFL since I was a kid. So it's tough as a CFL fan. And as a former player, I'm enjoying myself. I love the game, so I love coaching. I think my body, I did everything I could to play as long as I could. And my body couldn't hold up anymore. So I'm enjoying the coaching life now, and who knows, maybe I'd love to coach in the CFL one day, and who knows, maybe for the Riders and go back to Saskatchewan. But for the CFL, it's tough. I think they're trying to find any kind of solution right now. They're being creative, but we'll see if it's realistic, right?
It's funny, our director of scouting is watching Craig Smith, who you know well. You won a Grey Cup together. You remember Smitty? He says, look at Dom. He looks like a librarian. He would tear your head off. He's on my team all day. There's a reason they called you the Angry Frenchman. Do those kids that you coach have any idea how hot-headed as a player that you were? Did they watch any of your old film?
Not really. I think they're watching like people right now. Like it's I'm already has been, I guess, if you call it that way. But I'm trying to give my passion back to those kids and the work ethic mostly, and trying to educate the kids more than anything. And it's I'm trying to get them tough too. But my main goal is to get them like the education part and trying to get them right for the next level as a citizen as well as a football player.
Good for you. And by the way, for our viewers that may not know, Dominic was with the Blue Bombers 06 to 08, Argos 09 to 2011, Riders 2012 to 2014, back to Winnipeg in 2015, and then with the Alouettes in 2016. Wikipedia is a wonderful thing. Dom, I don't see you enough. I asked the guys around here a ton about the 2013 Grey Cup, the Waldoos, the Labatts, the guys that are around. But for you, I've never really interviewed you about the 2013 Grey Cup game. Domination, 45-23 over the Hamilton Tiger Cats at Taylor Field, as you know. When did you know that game was in the bag, that you had them?
It was before the warm up. So, when we all come out to do our individual warm up, so I just could feel the intensity there, the atmosphere as the fans just walked in the stadium. It was pretty neat, man. It was a unique feeling, actually. So I could tell right away, and during that week, it was so cold. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like lower 20s, like minus 20 or something. And that night, it felt warm. So it was like 2 degrees or something. And with the crowd there, it just felt amazing. So after that, with the player introduction, we all decided in the locker room to come out as a team. And the league tried to stop us, but we all did come out as a team, and then it was good feeling. So and then all I can remember after the game, it was like magic. People wouldn't leave, and that moment, it just felt like it was one of the best moments in my life. I mean, it was people would stay there and just enjoy the moment, and it's a great memory.
Dom, you've said it very well, because Foley said he knew at halftime, right? I think the Riders were up 36-1 or something. Mm-hmm. Brendan Labatt said, I didn't feel it until we knelt down for the last time when the clocks hit 0. Corey Sheets says he knew it when Darian fumbled and Sheets recovered it. You were on the field for it, right? So these were all different times. For all different guys, and it just was such a special time, wasn't it? I mean, that's something that you'll remember forever. They can't take that away from you.
Exactly. I got chills just as we're speaking right now. I got goosebumps, man. It was such a feeling. It's there's no word to describe. You had to be there, and I think the fans, they know what I'm talking about. The ones were at the stadium there that night. It was magic, just as a team for our locker room. But I mean, we were all in as an organization in the province of Saskatchewan, right? So everybody was there waiting for that moment, and we actually made it happen. So it was quite something. And speaking of that, it's tough now because we're all split apart, right? So I love to talk to Darian. I love to stay in touch with Corey. These guys, because we live so many that moment, but those years were quite something. So it's tough now to be apart, but yeah, it's just great memories as we're talking about.
Well, Dom, that's what reunions are for. So to be honest with you, 2023 is a lot closer than 2013 was. It's coming fast. You're still only 38 years of age, by the way. I mean, that's the thing. Technically, you could still play. There's a lot of guys that still are, even at your age. But, and you're right about the fans not wanting to leave at the end of the game, but also at the start of the game. The stands were full an hour and a half before the game. You remember when the Ticats came out for warm-up and the crowd already started, Henry. I looked at my watch. I'm like, that's 90 minutes to kickoff, and the place is full. It was the greatest day in Saskatchewan history, and I'm happy that you and I were both there for it. The other thing, Dom, by the way, we shared a love for junior hockey, and the Regina Pats were just getting really good when you left. We were going to games together and stuff. Were you following them, by the way? Went to the league final, went to the Memorial Cup the next year. You missed a pretty good time.
Right, I did watch some games after that, the Memorial Cup, and yeah, they were pretty good. So it was a rough time once when I started watching these guys, and then we both went to a few games there. It was fun, but yeah, I was happy for the community and the kids there. It was good to see that. So indeed,
yeah, no kidding. So let me just ask you this, Dom. Aside from the high school football coaching and stuff, what's life like now, pandemic in Quebec? We out in the West see that it's been a coronavirus hotbed. Has it calmed down? What's life like on a day-to-day basis for you and your family and all the rest?
Well, my family's been good. I mean, it's I think the community, the province of Quebec, it's okay. I think we're making progress. There were some few cases lately, but I think the government and they're doing well managing the whole thing because we all in a different. Nobody really lived that, right? So every day is different, right? You're saying something one day, the next day it might change, but I think everybody's doing their best, and so far in Quebec it's been good, and hopefully we'll be good. And we'll be done with that like pretty soon. They find something, a cure or something, so we all move on, because it's been tough for our kids, like no sports for so long, and then now they are allowed to start moving again, and then hopefully they'll get back to school in fall, so they get a like a structure, if you will, instead of sitting at home and waiting, right? So just at least having like a structure, some discipline, and then they can see each other at school, and then we start living normally again.
No kidding. Well, we all hope for the best, and while we wait, pray for health for everybody. Dom, great to see you, my friend. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
Well, once again, thanks for having me on, man. Keep doing your great job. I'll be watching, and definitely stay in touch. I miss Saskatchewan. I was planning to go this summer for catching a game there and just send some good old friends there. And unfortunately, we can't really travel. So looking forward to it in the near future.
I tell you what, Dom, we miss you too, but I can tell you this. We're not going anywhere. So the invitation stands, and as Gary Echeverry says, we'll see you when we see you. Stay safe.
Excellent. Thank you, Rod.
All right. Dominic Picard joining us from just outside Montreal.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.